When you get into the stock market, you have one big decision you have to make, and that is, are you going to be a long-term investor or are you going to be a day trader? And today I'm going to share with you why I prefer long-term investing over day trading. How's it going, guys? Ryan here, and today I'm sharing with you my 6 key reasons as to why I prefer long-term investing over trading. As I said, these are personal reasons and may not apply to everyone, but these are the core reasons as to why I prefer long-term investing. But before we get into the video, guys, please remember to smash that like button. It helps me out so much, and subscribe for more content. Remember, also leave any comments, questions, or queries down in the comments section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And this is once again the age-old question: do you day trade or do you invest? And for me, I invest, and it comes down to 6 core reasons. The first of which is I'm able to plan strategically over a long period of time. And for me, this is absolutely crucial, because then I can pick the stocks which I can see genuine growth in and analyze them to the nth degree before I pull the trigger and make my investment. Day trading, you do have strategy, but it is a short-term plan, and generally it revolves around an entry and exit strategy, and you're focusing on the technical indicators as opposed to the fundamental indicators. And for myself, I'm much better at analyzing the fundamental indicators of a business. FA over TA for me. Now, the second reason as to why I invest long-term as opposed to day trading is I don't have to watch my stocks constantly. Basically, I still work a full-time job, so that means I'm at work and I don't have the ability to be sitting in front of a computer and looking at my stocks and day trading all day. As a result, that really limits me as to what I can actually do. So long-term investments tend to play out a lot better for me, purely due to the fact that I cannot sit in front of a computer all day and watch shares and watch all the little incremental price movements. If you are working from home, or you are in a situation where you're in university or you work retail, then day trading may actually be a viable option for you, because you do have the ability to sit there during the trading hours of the stock market and watch those stocks, watch the fluctuations in price, and really get into the nitty-gritty of the price analysis and technical analysis aspects. For myself though, that is something I cannot do, and as a result, long-term investing fits my lifestyle significantly better than short-term trading. Now, number 3, for me, and I've seen this typically when I look at a lot of the investors I follow from my own experience, as well as looking at what actually occurs over a long period of time. And that is, when it comes to long-term trading, the rewards tend to be a lot higher than if you are day trading. Day trading, the way I see it, is you can make a lot of money, but there is a lot of risk involved. And that is due to the fact that if you want to make big money day trading, then typically you're going to have to front up a large amount of money in the first place. And if the stock drops for whatever reason and you don't have the appropriate measures in place, then you could lose a lot of money real quick. Or effectively, what you're doing to mitigate that risk is you're trading with only a small amount of money, and as a result, your profits are relatively small, and as a result, the reward is not going to be high. When you're long-term investing, what you can do is really de-risk what you're investing in by analyzing the companies, understanding the companies, the markets, the different sectors, and put your money somewhere that is going to grow in the long term. And the fundamental reason I say that is due to the fact that you put your money there and it sits, it grows, and it can develop into something amazing. You can get into companies which are at their early stages and watch them grow into large global organizations, which hopefully one day would pay dividends. So not only are you seeing an increase in the value of your share, you're also seeing potential dividends and other benefits, maybe even options and those sorts of things. So I see a lot more value investing long term. If you held a stock that went from 5 cents to $10, for instance, you've just made an absolute mozza. But you need that conviction to be able to hold on that long. You're not going to make those same gains as a day trader, and to be honest, you're going to have to put in a lot more effort as a day trader in order to make larger gains. So for me, I prefer long-term investing in that sort of aspect. Now, reason number 4 is a educational aspect for me, and long-term investing effectively allows me to understand a company. If I have a vested interest in an organization because I put money in them and I own their shares, then I want to learn more about the company. Typically, before you're going to put your money in, you're going to do your research and your due diligence. But when you are invested in a stock long term, you get to see all the changes and the different activities that occur over a long period of time. And this can be really good for future investments, as well as expanding your knowledge about business and the stock market in general. You get to see the way that the stock reacts to various announcements and effectively see how you can compare to peers, and you're really getting a much broader understanding of how the stock market operates and the business or the sector that you're in itself. And it's really a great educational piece, and I highly recommend it for newer investors or newer people on the stock market. Focus on those companies, learn about those companies. If you hold stocks already, go out of your way, read the announcements, read the financial statements, the activities reports, all the latest announcements that is coming out, as well as news, and even you see investor reports from the larger companies such as, your Macquarie banks and those sorts, putting out information and analysis and the reasons as to why they think pricing is going to fluctuate and set their price targets to certain points. It really helps you with a broadening of your understanding of how the stock market and certain businesses work. Now, moving on to tip number 5, building a strong portfolio. If you're day trading, you're just jumping onto the next big thing. And while that is all well and good because it can make you consistent income, and over time, if you put more money out, you can grow a lot more significantly. If you're long-term investing, you can build a portfolio. So let me give you an example. If I held a stock and it went absolutely nuts, and then I managed to get dividends of 5 to 10 grand every time they paid out, I could then put that 5 to 10 grand into new stocks and continue to build my portfolio. Effectively, what this means is my portfolio is building itself, and I'm investing in companies that are going to generate me cash flow in the future and grow as well. I can build a really strong portfolio, and the increase in the value I receive from it is going to be exponential over time because it keeps effectively reinvesting into itself. And one of the key factors you need to remember is if you are investing in the stock market, if your stocks go absolutely nuts, yeah, fair enough, go and sell them. That is absolutely fine and a very, very valid strategy. But remember, you need to reinvest that money. You need to not just buy cars, buy whatever silly sort of items with that money. You want to put it into something valuable. Maybe that's property, maybe that's stocks, whatever it is. Invest that money, reinvest it. You don't want to be throwing that money away, and building up a strong portfolio of stocks is a fantastic way to do so and will benefit you in the long term. When you're day trading, this is something you can't do because you generally only hold a stock for a day, few days, a week, a few weeks. That's it. It's all gone, and you're constantly having to look for the next big thing as opposed to reaping the rewards of stocks that you already hold. Now, coming in at number 6, and the final reason as to why I prefer long-term investing over trading. I can focus on other things. As I mentioned before, I have a full-time job. That's something I can focus on. I have this YouTube channel right here, and it's something I like to focus on. I have lots of other hobbies. I am a big gamer, I'm into cars, I like hanging out with my friends, all that sort of stuff. When you're investing, you can really get into that. But if you're day trading, for instance, that might not be a possibility. Due to the fact that obviously you're sitting in front of the computer and the only way for you to make money is by trading stocks, as opposed to having a strong portfolio and your stocks are generating money for you. Hopefully you get to a point, as I said previously, where you have a strong portfolio and it is providing you with exponential value. And effectively, you might be able to retire early and not have to work. These are the things that make long-term investing such a good option for people as opposed to day trading. Day trading is fantastic for generating the initial capital to start putting in some bigger investments. But over the long-term investing is going to be a much more beneficial scenario. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below about, do you prefer long-term investing or do you prefer day trading? Everyone has their own options. I've done both. I quite enjoy both, but my preference, as I said, is the long-term investment side of things. And it's what really gets me excited because I love investing in companies and then watching them grow. Obviously, yes, it's awesome to see that I'm getting money coming in and that excites me. But watching your investment grow is absolutely a phenomenal feeling. It is so good. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give me a like. It helps me out so much, and subscribe for more content. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. See you next time. Cheers.